So we got Tyranids versus Eldar. And by some miracle, Tyranids won the first turn, but deployed first. And Carnifex and Hive Tyrant and Biovore in cover and hidden. Everybody else out in the open is probably going to get shredded. And then the fearsome Eldar lineup, hiding in cover, etc. Tyranids roll chart ended up delaying and killing a guy in a Swooping Hawk squad and a Warp Spider squad. And the Warwalker suffered corrosive damage, which will resolve on the first turn. And bloody Dire Avengers hiding in an Orc hut. So the psychic phase got ruined. We cast Psychic Scream, Ultimate Force, only to have Energy Drain occur, so nothing really happened in Psychic phase. Corrosive damage on the Warwalker, destroyed one of its legs. And these guys who were delayed, they can start to come in now. The Dire Avengers took a wound off the Zoanthrope, shooting from the building top. The D-Cannon from the Eldar Dreadnought scattered and missed, luckily. Whew. And maybe one day the Biovore will actually hit something. Now we're going to turn 1 for Eldar Psychic Phase. Let's see, Psychic Phase going into turn 2. So Tyranids turn 2. Hormagaunts sort of trying to race towards infantry. It's not going to go well. Carnifex is going to move, just his normal move, and then fire Bioplasma. Hive Tyrant hiding behind him like a coward. Tyranid warriors will attempt to shoot once, maybe. And Hormagaunts using leap and charging into Dire Avengers. And Zoanthrope being a coward. So Dire Avengers lost 2 guys, or 2 guys to Hormagaunts, but they rallied, they didn't break. Tyranid warriors shot some guardians, so did the Zoanthrope. He sneakily shot some guardians. They passed their leadership test. Carnifex can't walk and shoot his Biovore, so he ended up just running outside of 8 inches of the Dread. Psychic Scream failed. Doom is now cast on the Hive Tyrant, which can, I think, double wounds or something ridiculous. And Psychic Scream got nullified, and so did Mind War. And we got a Hormagaunt Conga Line. And Spore Mine managed to get a spore behind the Strachic Scorpions. Whether or not it does anything, I doubt it. So the Hormagaunts got shot to pieces. The surviving one charged the Swooping Hawks, killed one Swooping Hawk, and the last Swooping Hawk killed the last remaining Hormagaunt. So that's 1 squad of Hormagaunts completely dead. 1 of the other squad injured. Hive Tyrants charged into some Guardians. Carnifex has charged the last remaining Guardian. So Zoanthrope is stalking across the battlefield towards a D-Cannon. Dire Avengers is still holding up against Hormagaunts. And Tyranid warriors in the middle doing nothing. So the Zoanthrope gets off a 3 power Warp Blast. He manages to damage an arm, knock the Dreadnought like 2 inches, and then manages to fry the head and blow it up on the roll of a 6 after penetrating. What a fluke. So in the end, the Hive Tyrant, the Carnifex, and the Zoanthrope got wiped out with a combination of Warp Spiders killing the Hive Tyrant and the Zoanthrope, and Mind War, and a crack shot thrown Singing Spear killing the Carnifex. And only a squad of Hormagaunts and Tyranid warriors and some Spore Mines left on the table. With that all said and done, Engage and Destroy and the Witch Hunt, it ended up a 13-point draw, which is pretty close. And goddamn Eldar, Doom, and Mind War, fuck.